Happy Wednesday, everyone. What's going on? Welcome to your AEW Watch Along, January 19th, 2022. Hope you guys are having a great day. Sorry, I just took a sip of beer, went down the wrong pipe, and I feel like my eyes are watering a little bit right when I decided to hit the intro for the Watch Along. But we are here now. Dynamite is about to start in a couple of minutes. Old Sheldon and Blossom are doing some romanticisms with his grandma or something on the couch. Big Bang Theory is about to wrap up, and it's almost Dynamite time. The return of Jon Moxley tonight. Don't really know what he's going to do other than AEW just announced his return tonight. So he will be on the show doing something, potentially starting a new program. So could potentially be fun. Whoa, if I don't knock over the entire desk here. But anyway, got to get my bearings straight. But good to see you, Chaz, Ahmed, Jay Lambo, and Marcus, Ajax, MJ, Joshua, Rodrigo, Jet the Hawk, William, Shell Dog, Lil Justin, Atomic Cody, Rodrigo, Divine Ricks with $5. All you guys are here already. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the 5 from you, Divine. Hey, Greg, you think we might see a babyface Moxley versus a heel Bryan Danielson? I hope they keep Danielson heel, by the way. They could. I'd like to see that. That could be fun. Who knows who Moxley could work with? You know, he's got endless possibilities there, you know, especially if he's going to remain babyface and go up against a heel, possibly turn heel, not sure. But I think he's probably going to cut some sort of a promo tonight where he will probably thank AEW, probably thank Tony Khan a little bit, and likely thank a lot of his coworkers in AEW, because when this all went down and he left to enter into rehab, he got so much love from everybody on the roster and everybody just around wrestling in general, but very much so in AEW. So he'll probably want to say a few words, thank everybody for their support, and then get back to business. That's what I would assume Mox will do, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Good to see Red Raven Rucker in the house as well, and Brandon Barnes and Marcus. I'm not sure if I got you earlier. I probably did, but thanks everyone for being here. We'll be discussing random shit as we go through here. Tonight. I probably will have a short mic drop uploaded on my channel regarding the whole Walter Gunther fiasco that went down last night, which is just brain melting to even try to think about. So we're going to stay away from that nonsense tonight, try to focus on AEW, but expect a little clip on my channel from me offering my thoughts on Gunther. My God, this company is so far up its own ass, it's not even funny. But anyway, it's time for Dynamite now. Time for some fun shit. We're going to get Moxley returning. We've got a mixed tag, I believe, on this show as well. It's Cole and Baker taking on Cassidy and Statlander, correct? I got to do a refresh here because Dynamite is not on yet for me. Well, it's 1 past the hour, according to my clock, but on my streaming app, AEW's not playing yet. It's still wrapping up Big Bang Theory. So hopefully I won't be too far behind. Dynamite starts now. Here we go. All right, now I'm getting the intro. About time. Okay, so he's coming out already. Yeah, I'm like 2 minutes behind. I'm going to try to refresh this again. I feel like I should be further along than what I am. Nope. Oh, shit. It's going further back. Oh, there we go. I just had to fast forward a little bit. Cool. There he is. Wild Thing and everything. I missed the entire intro there. He looks thin. He definitely looks like he shedded a bit of weight, does he not? A lot of it's that big beard that's gone, but, you know, drinking, especially drinking large amounts of beer and shit, puts a lot of weight on you, so if he's completely cut that out, it stands to reason that he could be much leaner now. He looks good. He looks more like Dean Ambrose right now than he does Jon Moxley, to be honest. He walks funny. I don't understand what this is about, but like why does he do that? Moxley, good to see him back, man. It's going to be hard for him to go heel right off the bat here based on how much support he got from the fans and wrestlers and stuff. But if anybody could do it, I'd probably say somebody like Moxley could do it. Somebody like Pillman could do it. It's a small group that could probably pull it off. Be a great time to do it since everybody's chanting welcome back, and he's like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
A little while ago. Hey, go fuck yourself. Get that guy out of here. Piece of shit.
Whoa. He said, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit, on TBS? Whoa.
Side of the road, I was on my hands and knees in the dirt, my face is bruised and cut up, and there's a black cloud hanging over me. A demon, kind of demon that follows you around your whole life. Kind of demon that follows you around for years. These demons come in all shapes and sizes for everybody.
It's awfully quiet in there.
He's laughing at me. He says, you, everything that you are, everything you become, everything you have in your life is good. None of that was supposed to happen. None of that belongs to you. Where do you get off thinking you're going to make out with all that in the cloud, this demon? He asked me, he says, do you really think you were going to make it out? The nerve of you, did you really think you were going to make it out?
What's up, Angie?
Nobody gets through life unscathed. We all carry scars. I have more scars on my body than the average person. But
I will say this. The audience is giving him unbelievable amount of respect. Did you hear the silence during that entire thing? That was a New Japan crowd. That was Jushin Thunder Liger's retirement right there. Holy shit. You could hear a pin drop. Except for that asshole, of course, in the beginning.
those are the scars that we should be proud of. Those are the scars that tell our story. Those are the scars that give us strength. Those are the scars that make us the people we are.
That's very true.
Perfect, all right? If everybody was perfect, the world would be a very boring place. So nobody, no matter who you are, should be afraid to stand up in front of the whole world and bear it all. Everything that makes you the person that you are, scars it all and say, hey, this is me. So, that being said, I'm sure there are plenty of people somewhere around the world
Yeah, he is back to his Ambrose weight.
who want to write me off.
What's going on, Janine?
I'm sure there are plenty of people who doubt me, and you know what? It won't be the first time, it won't be the last time. But if you want to write me off now, if you want to doubt me, you go ahead and say whatever you want to say. You go ahead and think whatever you want to think. I'll tell you the same thing I want to tell that black demon, that cloud hanging over me in my dream. You can take all that shit and shove it right up your ass.
Nope, I think he said shit twice. That's too many.
I don't run from demons. I just beat the shit out of them.
Oh, shit, 3 times. He doesn't run from demons. He just beats the shit out of them. That's an excellent attitude to have. Anybody out there might be battling demons, take Moxley's advice.
Support me through thick and thin.
Fight. Stand up.
And buckle up and get ready. 'Cause we're
Well, Moxley's back.
baby, in the year of 2022, I am going on a pilgrimage. I'm going to grab the world of professional wrestling by the balls and do whatever the hell I want.
All right.
More than ever, more than anybody in this business, I am truly free.
Well, welcome back, Jon Moxley. The hell of a promo. And this is going to be a very, relatable promo. I'm glad that he's making his absence understood, basically, talking about his demons and his struggles.
Very liberating. There is no hell that can be put upon me in this ring that I haven't been through, and worse. So if there's anybody in AEW, anybody all around the world that thinks they can put me through more hell than I've already been through, know this. I'm thirsty.
Ooh, he's thirsty.
You thought I was dangerous before. Shit. These days, all I drink is blood.
Oh. These days, all I drink is blood. Well, I mean, I like that they're keeping it real with him. You would have to think if this was a WWE situation and a WWE wrestler wanted to go to rehab, this is something that Moxley probably wanted to say. He probably wanted to address the audience, where WWE would say, hey, can we turn your alcoholism into a storyline, and making it silly. This is, he kept it real. And when you want to try to relate and connect with an audience, especially if you're a babyface, that's what you have to do, is try to be relatable to them. And I think there's a lot of people out there watching this, maybe in the chat, all over the wrestling community, that can maybe relate to what he's saying in terms of adversity and struggles and any sort of personal issues, demons, or just life struggles in general you might have. That's good advice. That's always been my philosophy as well. Randy Savage was right at WrestleMania 6. Suffering builds character. I wouldn't be who I am, the successes I have, if it weren't for all my mistakes along the way. If I led a fucking perfect life, I'd be a goddamn imbecile right now. So, don't ever let yourself get down. When life's hard, it's only going to lead to better things as long as you keep fighting. Don't give up. If you give up, then you'll succumb to it. But, do what Moxley said. I liked it. Yeah, I know they didn't really make Roman's cancer a storyline, but that's something that's, kind of so real that you should come out and say what's going on. Wrestling's got that gray area there. Yeah, and it's half fantasy, but, there's also a lot of reality there. And if somebody has a very real problem, in today's day and age, it might be tough to ignore. If Roman wrestled in 1985 and he had, leukemia, and he took some time off, the fans wouldn't even know. But now, it's better to come out and try to be as real with people as possible. And, it's just kind of, I think that Moxley might have used his own situation as a way to maybe spread a message. Not saying that WWE can't do the same thing, but it's usually just WWEized, you know what I mean? Where it just feels much more raw, much more real, much more authentic, genuine, in that type of environment where, Mox came out and spilled his guts. Got to respect that. Got to respect that. Maybe it will inspire Vince to stop taking whatever drugs he's taking. I don't know. We might have to just chalk it up to Vince just being insane. I think there's a really good chance that he's like legitimately insane. I wouldn't even rule it out. I think he is. He's got to be. What's up, Nick Musser? Good to see you. Good to see Michael Kumo in the house as well. Mox is drinking Gangrel blood. I suppose he is. As far as I know, JCS, he's back for good. I think Moxley completed his rehab. I don't think he'd come back and then go back to rehab. I think he's back. He's ready. He looks great. Definitely looks a lot leaner. He's probably happier and healthier. And hopefully he's kicked the habit and the addiction for good. I hate getting drunk, so I can drink beer safely because I'll probably have 2 beers tonight and that's it. So I never drink a lot anyway. So I don't know what it's like. My dad had an alcohol problem. My sister has an alcohol problem. And they really struggle to function without it. My dad did before he died. He drank for years and years and years, and, he paid a price for it. So, you hate to see people, get to that point, but luckily for me, as fate would have it, the universe did not give me the ability to crave alcohol where I needed it 24/7. I'm a casual drinker at the most, and not even really that much. Oh, we got MJF.
Instead of taking the loss on the chin like a man,
Ooh.
he decided to pull Wardlow in by his hair and by his tights and get a tainted pinfall victory. And if Wardlow had a teeny tiny bit more seasoning, I'm sure he could have reversed it.
Oh, MJF is always... Wardlow just had a little more seasoning. He could have reversed that inside cradle by Punk. It's Wardlow's fault.
Not only have you been a stellar employee, but you have been a great friend of mine for the better part of 2 years and 2 months. It is your birthday, and my gift to you is a sincere apology.
It's Wardlow's birthday, too?
However,
Today is Wardlow's birthday and our Truth's birthday.
and quite frankly, that's not something I can allow. It sets a bad precedent for everybody else in this company. As much as it pains me to do this, I'm going to have to dock your pay. Now, I'll take it
He's going to dock his pay.
And if you qualify for the Face of Revolution ladder match and win me my TNT title, I promise you, that money's going to go right back up. And I believe in you, big man. Just like I believe in the greatest accountability buddy of all time, the chairman, the Canadian god, Sean Spears, and I believe in
The accountability buddy? What the fuck is that?
PG Punk his first L in this company, and he's going to show the world and you how to get the job done. And I'll be there calling all the action. Because my name is Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and I'm better than you. And you know it.
Yeah, that's a good example, Angie. That's the one I was trying to think of. You know, is WWE turning a lot of Jeff Hardy's shit into a storyline, but there's no message to send there. That was so stupid and phony and fake with the car accident and the brawl, the bar fight or whatever with Sheamus. You know, and I think Samoa Joe kind of did the same thing with him. You know, this was just much more real. Moxley just came out on the mic, kind of like how Roman did when he forfeited the title when he had to leave for leukemia, and just fucking kept it real. I think the fans just appreciate that so much more. You know, especially when you're trying to be relatable and not so goddamn one-dimensional. You know, and people can see the real you. That's how Austin, all those guys got over. You know, so Moxley is one of those guys that he really does seem like he, you know, wears his heart on his sleeve. It's all out there. He is the very definition of that phrase you always hear. You know, a wrestling character should be your personality with the volume turned way up. That's him. That's him. All right. Cole out with the big boom. Him and Britt getting the separate entrances. I wonder if Tony Schiavone's jealous of Adam Cole. I fucking love Adam Cole. I'm liking this venue. It seems smaller. I'm not sure where they are. Help me in the chat. Where are they tonight? They were in Raleigh last week, and that building was too big for them. I don't think AEW or WWE should run in those big arenas unless it's a big event or a pay-per-view or something. Look at the WWE's attendance. It's shit, too. It's pretty cool seeing Baker and Cole together. I mean, based on the way Cole was treated in WWE, I didn't think this was something that was going to be possible until it just became known that his contract was up. And you're like, oh, look at that. Statlander's gotten real good. Baker, of course, was successful at Battle of the Belts. Oh, Washington. Okay, DC. Okay. I couldn't remember. Thank you for that. Help me out. How many, have we gotten any mixed tags in AEW yet? We probably have, involving the Best Friends and Chris and the Bunny and Blade and Butcher or something, but I can't think any specifics. Yeah, speaking of vaxes, wish me luck. I go get my booster tomorrow. The second dose that I got when I got regular vaxxed fucking murdered me. So I'm hoping that the booster does not beat the holy hell out of me tomorrow, because that would be sad. Oh. Cassidy versus Baker. This would probably be a pretty good match, actually, if they let him actually go. Oh, Britt with the stomp. Oh, there's Statlander. Yeah, that's cool, Marcus. I wish the lights were a little higher, but I can tell just by the look of this, even with the dim lights, that I really like the size of this building. This is what Dynamite should always run. I think WWE should run these too. Looks so much better on TV when you got a full building, even if it's smaller. If it's full, it's more intimate. Crowd's usually pretty energetic. Everybody's got good seats, you know. Oh, yeah, don't forget Beach Break next week in Cleveland. Note what month we're in. January in Cleveland. My God. I think going to Cleveland any month wouldn't be like the greatest trip in the world. Going in January would be fucking masochistic. Nice. Cassidy's so good. Okay, Rio and Omega. Oh, yeah, back in February 2020, way back in the day, pre-pandemic. Holy shit. That's right. I kind of remember that one now. Oh, Cody Rhodes is returning tonight, too. So does that mean we got 2 titles? Ooh, House of Black versus Varsity Blondes. And Kazarian and Lance Archer. Okay. Serena Deeb and Sky Blue. Darby Allin and Sting against the Acclaimed. All right, loaded card. Oh, thank you. Shaq and Jade versus Cody and Velvet. Is that what that was? That was a mixed tag? I remember Shaq took the table bump. So, yeah, this is far from the first mixed tag. Statlander's like, I ain't got no... Statlander's like, I ain't got no pockets. The low-flying offense. I love it. Actually, I could totally imagine Orange Cassidy in WWE. I don't think having Orange Cassidy in WWE would be any weirder than having Spike Dudley in WWE. Or Crash Holly, even, to a large degree, with some of the silly shit he did. But I have no issue with the size. Size doesn't matter anymore. Rey Mysterio won the world title in 2006 at under 200 pounds. So don't fucking talk to me about size.
Presented by State Farm, the official sponsor of AEW Dynamite. What's going on?
Jake from State Farm, the perp just confessed. I think. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, if anybody has any booster
We are.
Don't give up what you love.
reviews, let me know what it did to you. Did it whoop your ass? Were you fine? Everybody I talked to at work that has gotten it already said they were fine, but
Titles would be nice.
For surprisingly great rates to fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I think I react badly to the vaccines and the boosters, but I don't get COVID. We had somebody here in the house with COVID, and I didn't get it, and I was in close contact and came into contact, took 2 tests, negative. And I'm around a ton of people at work. So the fact in this almost 2 years now I haven't picked it up makes me feel pretty good that I can, and if I have had it, it's gone through me and I've been asymptomatic and didn't even notice.
Sling has the best of live sports, news, and entertainment. Try it free. Sling.
Drink a lot of water before and after. Okay.
I know you want to make a difference somehow, but this is a big deal.
Exactly. I want to make decisions.
Okay, Nick, thank you for that. I'm getting the Pfizer one too. Maybe I'll just cancel it. I don't want to do it tomorrow. I don't feel like it. Oh, I'm saying just like in terms of Cassidy's size, you know, like when people just can't figure out why they don't like somebody or they use reasons. I see size come up a lot. Same thing, critique for Adam Cole. I'm like, can't we move? I think we're like 15 years past the time when size should matter. You know, so the fact that it's like still brought up now, I'm like, move on. We're in modern times now. Size don't mean dick. And as somebody who lived through the early 80s of wrestling, trust me, you wouldn't want that shit back. Don't even front. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how I react. I have a feeling I'm going to react badly and I'm going to get sick, but I feel like I'll be safe after that. I haven't even been regular sick, like just sick, since before the pandemic, since way before the pandemic, right? 3 or 4 years. It was like 2018. I remember doing a review and I was a little nasally. That's like the last time I remember like being under the weather at all. So I'm fortunate. The arm pain, I don't give a shit about. The arm can hurt as much as it wants. I used to get shots all the time. I used to get cortisone shots every 6 months in my shoulder for like 8 years. I've had needles so far in me, they've damn near come out the other side. I can handle any physical pain like that. I just don't want to be sick. I don't want to be the sweats and the chills and the, and just all that horribleness that goes along with being sick. I do not want that. I'll take arm pain any day. Because that's manageable. I can just block that out. But, man, the sickness is just, you can't, the fatigue and all that stuff that goes with it. You can't go about your day. If you got a sore arm, you can go about your day. But if you're sweating buckets and vomiting and shitting yourself, you can't do anything. So, hopefully none of that will happen to me. Now, we got Statlander and Baker back in the ring now. Did she just boop Adam Cole? What did she just do to him? I missed that. Yeah, Mike, you love them for high flyers in AWA. I like Brunzell way more than Gagne. Oh, she went for the ripcord. Oh, Britt saved that. I didn't know what she was going for there. It didn't look good. Statler's got the super strength advantage you would think here. Yeah. Me and Jim Ross just said that at the same time. Ooh, that's a good move. Yeah, I've never gotten a flu shot either. I never cared to, never really needed it. And I've really never lived in a super cold climate or anything where it was that big of a deal. But, yeah, I never got a flu shot. And have never gotten one. Damn, Cassidy going to town on Cole. Oh, smart by Cole. Orange covered up and he hit him low. Nice. Yeah. I was about to say the same thing. Cole hit that enziguri perfectly and Jim Ross goes, I'm amazed by the accuracy. Me too, Jim Ross. She did. Britt tagged. Saves boyfriend. Stomp to Cassidy by Britt. Ooh, she eats a size 11. Nah, Chris is a size 9 maybe. Ooh. No, I'm doing everything I can to forget about rock and roll Buck Zumhofe, and I actually accomplished that until you fucking showed up in this chat, Mike Witt. So thanks. It reminded me of that dirtbag. Oh, he's stopping. Statlander's like, fine. Oh, my God. That was so well done. 450 splash to Cole and Baker by Statlander. Ooh, I was like, is Cassidy going to get a win over Cole? No way. Cole and Baker have got to win this. Look at this. Adam Cole put himself over Baker to protect her from the 450, but Chris hit it anyway and hit it on the both of them. It looked fantastic. Good stuff. She took the dare. She hit that flawlessly. Looks so good. What's up, Victor Colon? Since you're here, you can smash that thumbs up button along with everybody else. So far, it's pretty good, Victor. Moxley came out and opened the show, had a very good, heartfelt, personal promo. Super intense. He looked great, a lot leaner. He's ready to rock and roll. Now we got a mixed tag going on now. So that's all you've missed so far. I like that they have the ramp out tonight to the ring. Oh, is he going to Panama Sunrise Statlander? A little payback? Oh, no, Statlander. You're going to get a Mars Sunrise. Or Andronima Sunrise. Damn. Baker stopped it. Oh! Wow. Fucking Destroyer on the ramp. And now 1 to Cassidy. And that is ball game. No, he kicked out. Baker goes, what the fuck? TBS, are you sure you want this channel or this show on your channel? I've been doing some F-bombs. They've said shit 3 times, ass twice, and fuck 1.5. Good kick out by Cassidy. He's going to have to finish her off or finish him off. Move your asses. Oh, he's got to get that table. Why does it take 2 people? You guys are strong. Little feng shui. This table look better over here. It's much better for the layout of the room. See, you need a woman's touch. Britt is helping Adam Cole out, letting him know where pieces of furniture should really be placed. Girls are good for that. So I'm glad Britt is out there to help him with that. It'd be a shame if something happened to the table. Oh. Oh, Baker. Uh-oh, that's going to piss off Cole. You just put my girlfriend through a table. Look at Cassidy. Oops. You fucked up, they said. Up. Last shot coming. Oof. Everything was hit perfectly. Both destroyers were hit well. The 450 was perfect. That last shot was perfect. The only thing not so wonderful was Britt's table bump, but still good stuff. Oh, thanks, Michael. Thumbs up 11 hours ago. Yeah, I did actually post this link last night. Like 4 in the morning. So that checks out. I originally set the start time for a.m. So right before I was going to go to bed, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, I was about to go to bed, and I just kind of look at it. I'm like, oh, shit, the stream starts in 20 minutes. So I fixed it just in the nick of time before I shut down for the night. It'll be interesting to see if Sean or the folks at Fightful can dig up anything on if Moxley's in any sort of trouble for that F-bomb there. But some asshole was super loud. Did you hear him? I don't even know what he was saying. Just sounded like a heckler. The microphone has got a mind of its own here. There we go. Sit still. That despicable monster, Orange Cassidy. Look at Baker. She looks like she's in a trance. Get up, Britt.
Eddie Kingston injured last week at the hands of Daniel Garcia in 2.0. Next week, that trio is going to be facing the Inner Circle. You know, I really don't give a rat's ass about Eddie Kingston. Eddie, as far as I'm concerned,
Eddie's hurt, huh?
GFY. But 2.0 and Garcia, Chris, with all due respect, you might not care about Eddie Kingston, but we do. So tread carefully when you mention his name.
Oh.
Not only that, Chris, but actually, Eddie made a comment last week that rings some truth. Maybe you are the reason why we're not the tag champs. Huh? Everybody from
Oh, they might be transitioning Proud and Powerful over with Eddie. They'd be a good trio, I think.
since day one. When have you had our back? Huh? Every week I've had you. When have you had our back truly, Chris? Maybe next week we'll prove that we don't need you to win. Maybe next week we'll focus more on us instead of this. Feel me?
Okay. Yeah, Chris, your inner circle is crumbling.
I don't feel you.
He doesn't feel you, you guys. I felt him. Jericho, the wheels are coming off. Eddie Punk asked if he should keep the Rumble date open on his calendar. Yeah, it'd be an interesting way for him to come back. That was his last night, right? The Royal Rumble. What are we up to now? 8 years? Oh, CM Punk. Oh, I didn't even know this match was happening. Huh. EC3 and Titan just did a live stream a few hours ago on YouTube. Who the fuck is Titan? Oh, Titan might be Braun Strowman. Right? I think I knew that. Never mind. I know who Titan is. Would love to see Keith Lee come in. And as far as Mia Yim, heck yes. I still think that women's roster can grow and can add talent. Mia's awesome.
Seeing yourself as an artist, legitimate and genuine, can be transformational.
For the best audio entertainment and storytelling.
Chris Masters wants to get in the Rumble too? Oh, nice, Zombie Fighter. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Got your stuff canceled, so you have a free Wednesday. Glad you're here to watch AEW with us. I'm almost ready for another delicious Stella. Since it's commercial right now and some woman is taking a shower with Dial, I'm going to grab another beer. My fridge is right over here. Don't leave. There we go. Titan Danis. I think I've heard of that guy before. He used to be in a tag team with Barry McCockiner. All right. Let me see. Let me get back to where I was. I lost all my stuff here. All right. Oh, yeah. Today is also the 30-year anniversary of Royal Rumble 1992, arguably the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. We've been doing Royal Rumble watch-alongs for the past 3 weeks on the channel, and we have time for one more. And then I won't be doing another one on a Sunday until after the Super Bowl. But we'll start WrestleManias, in February. But this coming Sunday, we're going to do a watch-along of Royal Rumble 1992, the entire pay-per-view. So we're going to do that Sunday night, take a look back on that one since it's fitting. It's a 30-year anniversary. A couple of years ago, in the early days of watch-alongs, it wasn't even live. I recorded a recorded a video of me watching Royal Rumble 1992, just the match. But this Sunday, we're going to watch it together in live form, the entire pay-per-view, straight through. And we're going to be doing that Sunday. The link is pinned right to the top of the chat there. So click that link, save it, and join us on Sunday. It'll be fun. And then after that, I'm going to take some time off, or not some time off, but we won't be up here for the next couple of Sundays until after the Super Bowl. And then we'll start doing WrestleManias all throughout February and March. All right, Spears and Punk apparently is about to happen. Ooh, very agitated Adam Cole. He's going to challenge Cassidy to something.
Orange Cassidy has been a thorn in my side for far too long, and then he decides to put his hands on my girlfriend.
His hands were in his pocket. They didn't touch Britt.
What more do I need to do? And then it hit me. Because next week is beach break.
Ooh, beach break.
Next week, instead of you being a thorn in my side, I'm going to destroy you.
Oh.
I propose next Wednesday. It's Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy in an anything goes, no disqualification,
Ooh.
lights out match.
Ooh, a lights out, just like Baker and Thunder Rosa.
To look at your stupid face any longer. So it's about damn time I end your pathetic career.
All right. Lights out. Cole and Cassidy next week. That ought to be the final blow off for those two for sure. They've already had a few wars as it is. Yeah, Mike, we might do some early WrestleManias. I'd be into doing WrestleMania 4 for sure. I definitely know 3 that we're doing. We're going to do 10, 20, 30, which we've been talking about. But I'd be open to 4, maybe even 8. 4 would be good, though. And then we'll definitely do 10, 20, 30, and then we'll figure out. We probably have enough to do 6, I think, WrestleManias. So we got a couple more we still need to decide on.
I'm the guy that Max sends to ensure that a message is delivered, more importantly, understood. So, Punker, I don't play within the lines. There will be no warning, and I'll never apologize. I'm the guy you don't see coming. This ends with me and you murdering MJF. Running out of bodies, you're running out of luck. And before you know it, you're going to wind up having to get in the ring with me, possibly in the place you least want to fight, CM Punk.
I guess that's going to be Revolution. It's got to be, right? Yeah, WrestleMania 3, Janine, as well. I should do that when I was there.
Well, Sean Spears is quite the athlete. No denying that. He's quite a dangerous man. But also left-handed coach. Yeah, I never seen that.
Hmm. 42-17, huh? 11-1, past 12. Yeah, I thought the 10s would be fun. 10, 20, 30. I'm not looking forward to 30 because I think that's like a 6-hour fucking stream. But I'll make that one like near the end. We'll do 10 first, then we'll do 20. I like the idea of 3 or 4 or both. I don't really want to do like WrestleMania 12 because it's, so heavy with one match. 13 maybe. But building looks really small, doesn't it? I mean, I'm fine with it. I have no issue with it. I'm glad they're running an arena that small. Just has a much more intimate feel, which I like. I don't know when Wardlow's going to officially turn. They've been teasing that shit since the fucking Obama administration, so I don't know when they're going to finally pull the trigger on it. I mean, every little promo, MJF makes some sort of dig. They drop a hint in every match. They tease something every single time the two of them are on camera together. Every time, without fail. But yet, nothing has happened yet. Wardlow's frustration has not boiled over. He hasn't snapped. But at some point, like I've said, I've been calling it for a year and a half, he will go full Alex Riley on MJF and fuck him up something good. All right, people in the chat. Do these guys have any history? I mean, Spears has been wrestling for a long time. He was in WWE when Punk was there. They ever had a run-in of any kind? No, MJF is going to do commentary in his powder blue suit. Oh, Revolution is in a small venue. See, the pay-per-views I think should be in big venues. They're doing it so backwards to me, and I think WWE is too. I think pay-per-views for both companies should be in big 20,000 seat arenas. Weekly TV should be in something like this. It's like when they when they go back to Chicago now for All Out. I don't think they should run that wherever the fuck they are. I think they should run the United Center for All Out. Oh, and that's it. GTS. Good night, Spears. Spears is, or MJF's pissed. Well, that was quick. He had a heck of a time getting past Wardlow last week, but this is a walk in the park. I didn't even catch how it happened. I just turned my head, and all of a sudden, Spears is getting hit with the GTS. That should be a fun match when we get that finally. Look out. Wow. What were you going to do? Have they even gotten physical yet? Oh, he's got him by the tie. Oh. Is Wardlow going to come in and save MJF before Punk can hit him? Oh, he rolled out of the scarf. He's even got Burberry shoes. Okay, Sonny, you could be right about that. Yeah, if it would have had to be a long time ago. 'Cause how long was Spears there? Like 10 years? Yeah, Wardlow turning on MJF will be similar to Batista turning on Triple H. Fair comparison. But we've seen, like, the bodyguard turning on the body that he's guarding is pretty common. It's been done for years. Nash and Shawn and Sid and Shawn and...
As you know, right? So I think it's time that they get a shot at the tag team championships that your boys hold. That's what you think.
Wow, two of the greatest tag team wrestlers of the Attitude Era discussing the tag team championships in AEW. That's kind of cool.
That Austin and Cole have. I mean, look, they got your genes for crying out loud, right? Big, strong, fast. They have it all.
I've met both of these guys. They're cool.
When the lights are the brightest, Billy, you can never get that statement win. You know what they say? The apple doesn't fall far.
Ooh.
Make a statement and we'll talk.
Ooh. Oh, the Ass Boys are beating up Christian. We should get a Christian Billy Gunn match. Oh, or a six-man.
Statement made.
Statement made. I guess that's it. Well, that's going to be a maybe what, like a trios on Rampage.
I guess they figured they were going to get a world tag team title shot by doing things like that. I'm wondering how many people around this company can sign off on a title match. Everybody's like, they got the power to get them.
Jim Ross should be, he'd be great at being the authority figure because he makes a lot of sense sometimes. All right, here comes Cody. He's back from whatever the hell was wrong with him. This is Mr. Free Agent Man, apparently, working with no contract, as we talked about Monday night on the Raw review. Okay, Victor, that's not too bad. 4 hours I can handle. I was thinking it was like 5+ or something. All right, we're cutting away from Cody's entrance so we can't hear that wonderful song and going to a clip of Go Big Show. He ain't leaving. Oh. They just nutshot at him with a seesaw? You wouldn't be running around like that if your berries got crushed. Ain't no way. Horseshit. You'd be throwing up. Oh, now you got to do the ropes in your balls? Oh. That's not how we use the battle ropes. Oh. Man. I mean, I could do the same thing, but I mean, I'd be worried that I'd, damage those ropes or something,
One hot ready classic. We actually changed it with
Rodrigo, I like the WrestleMania 23 idea. And 25. I like them both. At 25, man. Shawn and Undertaker, it would be fun to watch that together. There ain't enough Sundays in the year, man. We got so many WrestleManias to watch. Once we get to WrestleMania 52, so we're what, like 14 years away from that? I'll probably still be on YouTube. We'll do a WrestleMania watch-along every Sunday, all year, until we get to 52 on the last one. First match on WrestleMania 3 is Ace and Morocco against the Can-Ams. There was a dark match, I think, but that's the first one that aired on the pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm down with 25. I like that idea, too. WrestleMania 2000, probably not. That was right up the road here in Anaheim. But that was not one of my favorite WrestleManias. I did not like it. The only thing that was cool about it is that prior to I paid for the works package, and if you paid like an extra $20 that day, they ran like a 12-hour WrestleMania special. Remember that? I taped the whole thing, where they chronicled all the past WrestleManias, and I thought that was such a cool, nice touch, and it made it feel like a Super Bowl Sunday type of feel, something you could watch all day, get hyped up for the show. I was so jacked and so psyched, and then when WrestleMania happened, it was like a huge letdown. So I was totally bummed out about it. The next year they got it right with 2001 or with 17, but yeah, not my favorite WrestleMania. So far, I think 3, 10, 20, 30, and 25. I'm really liking those 5. I could even
What do you guys want to talk about?
Oh, Cody. Look at the size of that. Oh, they're going to do a ladder match, huh? I didn't realize there was a ladder in the ring till just now.
Reminded from that last match about a man who once sat on a stage just like that, looked in a ring just like this, and he gave one of the most important addresses in the history of our sport. It inspired thousands of would-be wrestlers. It mobilized literally millions of fans. It was the first hint of a revolution. I am talking about CM Punk and the pipe bomb.
Oh, and the pipe bomb. He's calling out CM Punk?
Someone told me to save this promo, but I honestly don't know if I'm going to get the chance, so I'm going to do it now.
Oh. This would be interesting.
In that interview, that was the first whiff of a revolution. He laid out a roadmap. He listed things that for him, for somebody like me, were taboo at the time. Things like going to New Japan Pro Wrestling, working with Ring of Honor. And ultimately, he would talk
I can't tell if Cody's putting Punk over or about to start a program with him.
as destiny would have it, as fate would have it. He was unable to do those things, but he would join.
What are they saying? Shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up.
He would eventually wind up here in what Pro Wrestling Illustrated called the comeback of the year. But if we're being honest with one another, and I see all the CM Punk shirts, it is the comeback of the decade. We are all living
Why are you smooching Punk's anus? I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, why else?
But in his absence, in the void that CM Punk left behind, somebody did you each and every one of those things. I did them.
Oh, okay, that's better.
I carried every ounce of anti-monopoly sentiment on my shoulders. I held every grain of the revolution in my hand, and each and every one of you cheered.
Cody, is this it? Is he finally starting to snap here? It's like, enough with you motherfuckers.
Why I won't turn heel? It's because you cheered me when I needed the most. When it says there is more than one royal family in wrestling, I am talking about me and all of us. People talk about the forbidden door. It's a proper noun. It's vernacular.
I've never needed to listen to a Cody promo more than this one.
And you disagree with anything that I say here tonight, you're not a journalist. As this generation likes to say, check the receipts, check the dates. Before there was the forbidden door, I was the one who built it.
Cody saying he built the Forbidden Door. It's one of his best promos I've ever heard him cut. It's out of left field, though. He was gone for 3 weeks, and all of a sudden he's coming back talking about CM Punk.
2 weeks. And I see that the Young Bucks last week in the opening segment almost started the Wednesday Night Wars all over again. And listen, I know Red Dragon graduated hip toss class with flying colors. I don't need to see the Bucks beat the developmental more than once.
Oh, my God.
And then my friend,
Oh, my God.
my friend and Ricky Starks, my real life friend, gets into a tip with Jade Lethal. Word to the wise, the lethal injection is the one.
He doesn't need to see the Bucks beat developmental again.
A boy. And then one of the most talented wrestlers on the planet that you're going to see later, Malachi Black. A guy who hung 2 losses on my name, and everybody knows I hate to lose. A man who needed no help, added insult to injury by getting help in the form of just this size and speed and strength.
I mean, they might have figured it out here with Cody. This segment isn't a turnoff to me. Oh, what did he just... Oh, I don't even want to know.
Not just speed and strength, balls. Because if you come to AEW and you call yourself Brody, you've got balls. And I'll let you find out in 8 years what a mistake that was when that kid shows up.
Huh. -1.
Speaking of Brody, speaking of Darby, of Miro,
Yeah, -1. If he does become a wrestler, he'll be named Brody. For sure.
these are men, a lineage, a legacy of champions who taught you what you have been taught against. Everyone had been conditioned for 20 years that any title that doesn't have the world in it is a secondary belt. But we don't have secondary belts. The only way it's secondary is because right now there's 2. I think it's pretty clear what we do. I know Tony Khan has sent a contract in the mail to Sammy Guevara and myself. Maybe it's not the contract I wanted.
Oh.
But Sammy, at this point, beach break, 2 titles, 1 champion.
All right.
Boy, Sammy Guevara, what do you say?
All right. Beach break, Double title. He took a windy road to get to that challenge, but I feel like he took a few steps forward here in kind of like establishing what the hell they're actually doing with Cody. You could feel like they're going to have the fans' feelings of him play into whatever they decide to ultimately do, whether it be a heel turn or whatever, but it was out of left field for him just to start going on and on about the Forbidden Door and CM Punk and all of that, but what he said had a lot of meaning behind it, and I liked the promo. That is the most interested in Cody I have ever been since being in AEW. He had my full attention through that whole promo. Oh, we're going to get Anna Jay and Cargill? Okay. Please be careful with her, Jade. Please. Please. Please don't hurt Anna Jay. Photoshop Anna Jay's head onto Jade and be Anna Jade.
Jade, let me remind you, there is a dark side to Anna Jay. I wrapped barbed wire around my arm just to win a match. I will do whatever it takes to win. Will you? Okay.
I don't think that Anna Jay and Jade Cargill is going to be Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. Oh, it's that bitch show. Okay. Whatever, Jade. You're annoying. But she is going to murder Anna Jay. The fuck is this? Oh, it's the Black House of Black. I was about to say the Blacks. The House of Black. The Blacks. Brody Black and Malachi Black. Yeah, I ain't fighting any guy wearing horns. Brody King is a pretty scary looking dude, too. If he gets a few more tattoos, he'll have as many as I do. Making AEW tag team debut. I don't want them to be a tag team. I want them to be a faction. Somebody brought up a good point on social media I saw this week, for people who are on the anti-AEW side of things, if they bring in like a WWE guy like Moxley or Danielson and Punk, it's like, well, all they do is bring in stars from WWE. But then they bring in, a guy that's got indie cred, a history with Malachi Black, but largely unrecognizable to the mainstream audience. They bring him in and everybody was, who's that? I'm like, well, what do you want? You complain when they bring in WWE guys. You complain when they bring in not WWE guys. So what the fuck is your problem? Like, Jesus. Can never win. All right, here comes Varsity Blondes. Pillman, you are not in the shape that your daddy was. That is for sure. The House of Whack. I like that. That would be a fun faction, actually. Brody King is fucking huge. I mean, Malachi Black's a big guy. I don't think there's one single tattoo on the Garrison and Pillman side. Pillman might have one somewhere. Julia Hart still wearing that eye patch. I like it. Where's Bray Wyatt? I don't know. Let me text him. Hold on, Jordan. Let me see. Bray. Oh, there you are. Dog, comma, where are you? Jordan wants to know. Send. Okay. Hold on one second, Jordan. I'll see if he gets back to me. Oh, I heard from him already. He's, let me see what he said. Hey, Greg, what's up? Tell Jordan I'm at Bed Bath & Beyond. He's at Bed Bath & Beyond. So if you want to meet up with him, he should be there. Oh. Pillman trying to fight off both these guys. No way. Oh, they are just fucking him. Ooh, senton. Did we get a weight on Brody King? I'd say 310. Maybe 280. I don't know. Sometimes I can... Oh, wow. And he hit... That was a squash if I've ever seen it. Sometimes I can be spot on with weights, and sometimes I can be a little off. Yeah, no problem. Hey, Jordan, I'm always here to help. You are an elite subscriber and Patreon supporter. Imagine if the Fiend shows up in the Rumble. I wouldn't want it, to be honest. Please rise, everybody. They are doing it too.
Thanks to you, I have found a new vision.
Oh no. I forgot about Pac. The House of Pac Black.
Now I truly see you, Malachi. You are just the same as every other cretin in AEW. Self-obsessed and power-hungry. And it's exhausting. And you might have a few spells up your sleeve, but the bastard is beyond even your reach.
I think the bastard should join them.
And I suppose this was the moment you expected me to bow down and call you master.
Is that like a tarot card? Why does he have that?
I'm gonna make a model of you.
Yeah, but Pac, you don't have any tattoos.
Pat was blinded by that black mist from Malachi, and now sending a very powerful message.
Malachi seems a little thrown off by Pac's message.
But last week we saw the epic return of the murder hawk monster, Lance Archer.
Yeah, Lance Archer coming out of nowhere. Attacking Hangman of all people.
Show when he's under fire. What you gotta think about, cowboy, is who are you? Show us who you are.
Oh, Jake is back, huh?
Yourself a cowboy. I bet you're like Clint Eastwood, probably a
He's got Lambert with him.
Are you wasting time arguing whether I'm a real cowboy or not? You think Bob Orton spent 8 days on the road and came home and herd cattle?
Bob Orton.
I said I wanted a challenger, and it seems like
I've compared Hangman Page to Randy Orton in terms of the legacies they can create for themselves in their respective companies. I think you give Page 10 years in AEW, he can make a Randy Orton career for himself there.
if you want to fight, I'll bring one to you.
You mean absolutely nothing to us. When it comes time, you bite the dust. It is time. Our Hillshire Farm craftsmen start the day
All right, commercial.
for incredible flavor.
Oh, well, let's see what Victor says. I just found out that that fan was yelling at Moxley. The fan said, "Get his drunken piece of trash out of the ring." Wow. That's crazy. I figure we might get a little story on that soon, but that's fans for you. They're fucking assholes. Like, could you imagine, like, and it used to be so more common, like back in the day when nobody gave a fuck about anything. But, now, and, a lot of people blame wokeness and shit like that. But, man, I'm glad we're a little bit nicer now because that shit's fucked up. And so just to go to a show, like, what life do you have to live? What kind of life do you have to have? What kind of friends do you have? What kind of job do you have? If you go to a show and somebody who comes out into the ring after going to rehab and is open about everything, upfront about everything, and he's about to come spill his guts out, and then you yell out some fucking disrespectful, just straight up cruel shit like that. Like, my God, what possesses people to be that way? I have no idea. You got to assume that they have got a worse life than anybody, and because if you're happy in life, you wouldn't do that, Like, if you're happy with yourself, if you're at peace, if you're just an overall happy, positive person who's got a lot to live for, you're not going to go places acting like that. You're just not. So you always have to wonder, like, what kind of motherfuckers these people are, Pieces of shit.
Sometimes even in our clothes. Take them on with all free clear. Its powerful clean removes tough stains and 99% allergens. All free clear.
Yeah, I was not really a huge fan of Lance Archer until basically New Japan. I thought he was greener as a motherfucker when I first saw him like TNA. I saw a match with him like on a pay-per-view in like 2005 or something. I'm like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, And then I barely paid him any mind when he went to WWE as Vance Archer. But as Lance Hoyt, I thought he was terrible. And then he really kind of came into his own, I thought, in Japan. And since coming into AEW, I've liked his work. I think he's a fun kind of monster. In a lot of ways, I enjoy him more than Braun Strowman, But in terms of him getting a title shot, I don't know if that makes a ton of sense right now. But whatever. Yeah, we were talking, too, about the potential and the possibility of the women main eventing a pay-per-view in AEW. I think AEW would like to do that to get that monkey off their back so people will keep bringing it up or stop bringing it up. But if you give Hangman Page maybe a lesser challenger, a little bit lower in the rankings, somebody that probably at the end of the day is not a real threat to take his title, you give him that challenger for the pay-per-view in order to give the spotlight to the bigger match, which could be Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker for the championship. I think they could do that at Revolution if they choose to make Archer the opponent for Page, which it feels like they're going to do. What are these guys doing? What's Trent and Rocky want?
Brandon, we're sorry. Is it okay if we just do a thing right now? Sure, I guess. Thanks, man.
You want to tell them why we've been losing so much?
I was like, hey, you remember the time that we beat the Young Bucks for the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles in Tokyo?
Ryogoku, too.
Yeah.
We beat him like 3 times.
That's right, 30,000 people plus. So I was thinking,
Can you imagine this type of chatter going on regularly in WWE promos? Talking about New Japan and IWGP titles and stuff.
Roppongi Vice reunites for one more night. You can turn off that stupid camera, Brandon, because we're done here. Come on.
Brandon, thank you. You're doing great. We really appreciate what you do.
Thanks. It was a pleasure working with you. Yeah, it was nice working with you too.
Brandon sucks. What's going on, C-Mac? Good to see you. Turn it off, bro. All right, here comes Kazarian. 61-28. Jesus. He's had 89 matches in the company. This is his 90th match. That's insane. He was a big part of those early days, man. I saw him wrestle like twice on the Jericho Cruise. I'm wondering if those... And one of those matches was a beer drinking contest with Adam Page that Ref Aubrey actually refereed. I wonder if that victory counts. Kazarian won, I believe. If you can believe that. Jake the Snake is back. Lance Archer is looking at, he's my age. You know, he's like 44 or something like that, years old. I don't know if Kofi is leaving. I haven't heard anything. Is there some news going on that I haven't seen today about Kofi potentially bouncing? I doubt it. I think this Kofi, this stage in his life, he should just wrap everything up in WWE, I believe. I don't think he'd find any greener grass on the other side. Many probably would say he's exceeded expectations. Member of the greatest faction, one of the greatest factions in tag teams of all time, won the world title in WWE. Curious if Paige is going to come out here and get him a piece of Lance or not. Yeah, I don't know if there's some story going on around about Kofi Kingston, but in terms of him just in general leaving WWE, fuck no. There's no reason for him to leave WWE. I know we give WWE a lot of shit, but it's not automatic that everybody there would be better off elsewhere. It's not. There's some people that benefit from the WWE system. And Kofi's put a lot of years in there, and he's given himself and created a heck of a legacy. For him to leave and have to go a whole gimmick name change and a whole new chapter at this stage of his life, I can't see it. I can't see it making sense for him. He should probably retire a WWE lifer. WWE will treat him very well. The New Day, they will all be immortalized, I think, in the Hall of Fame and all of that for years to come. Think 20 years from now when we talk about the New Day, we're going to look back very fondly on them. I promise you. So I think Kofi knows where his bread is buttered. Finn Balor, on the other hand, I would love to see bounce and come over here to AEW, especially after going down to Austin Theory clean on Raw on Monday. Jesus. Ooh, good knee by Archer. It's going to be interesting to see how much talent AEW sheds. You know, because when they started, you know, I felt like they were in acquisition mode. They were signing a lot of guys that some people were surprised that got contracts and stuff. So you have to wonder now with so many quality free agents becoming available, as some of those early contracts start to come up for expiration, you know, how many people they just straight up let go. I've seen lots of stories about Marco Stunt probably not being brought back, and, you know, maybe some of those early names. Kazarian and Christopher Daniels could be on that list, you know?
It seems like she's got it, but she might need an extra hand later. And when it comes to taxes, so where are you moving to? H&R Block can help a little or a lot. At H&R Block, get the expert tax help you need, online and in person. Help is here.
No, Kazarian had some sort of drink he just threw in Archer's face. I don't think AEW is too overloaded. I mean, how many people are really on their roster right now? And they have Dark, and they have Elevation, and they have other shit that they do. And they've got stuff going on. I think they're not overloaded, but I definitely think there's talent that could be let go, and there's room to shed some cost. You know, maybe some of those names that you signed to help your roster out early on aren't needed anymore now that you have access to so many other, you know, top stars. So I think you should maybe try to build your company around recognizable, great talent that's out there, and then build talent for the future and try to do a balance there. But, you know, in the beginning, they were giving lots of guys contracts, lots of guys deals, given opportunities, just like Vince always says, right? But the talent field, because of WWE's hoarding talent mode prior to the pandemic, was, you know, slim pickings almost. That's why they were bringing in so many guys that had a lot of recognition on the indies like Warhorse and, random people coming in and, working matches and doing random things. But now you got, Danielsons and Bray Wyatts and Strowman's available out there in the free agent market and Keith Lee's. There's great talent available, not working anywhere right now, which is scary to think about. Pizza Hut, stuffed crust. We are in pitcher, by the way, for those scoring at home. Kazarian and Archer are going at it here. Feels like this is just simply a tune-up for Archer, as he, I suppose, is going to be challenging Hangman. Braun Strowman leading Dark Order. I don't think he'd be a good Dark Order leader, to be honest with you. I would like to see Joe do something with Impact. I think that would be fun. Turn up there. Potentially, like when they brought him into NXT, to kind of be an assistant authority role type of thing. They could bring him back and he could be a full authority role in Impact until he decides to get in the ring, provided he's cleared or whatnot. I think that could be a good place for him to go. Plus, he has so much history there. I don't think Eric Rowan is a strong enough personality to lead the Dark Order. You need a Wyndham. You need a Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt would make much more sense than Braun Strowman. I kind of like that Lambert has aligned himself a little bit here with Archer. Piece of shit. I didn't know Stephanie McMahon even opened up her dumb face about the AEW women, but she's an idiot, and I don't even want to think about what she said. WWE, of all people, trying to tell someone else what to do with women on their TV show, they need to shut the fuck up. I remember back when I first saw Lance Hoyt back in like 2005, I'm like, he totally has a tramp stamp on his back. Like, what man puts a tattoo there? Like, I've never seen a dude with that lower back tattoo. It cracks me up. Oh, man. Archer going for his finish here. I hope he just hits it and ends this. No, Kaz still fighting back. Big missile drop kick from Kaz. He's got Archer down. Archer's looked like he's positioning himself for Kaz to go to the top rope. Oh, no, he's going for a... This match needs to end. This isn't good. Yeah, I think AEW kind of wants to leave Brody Lee as, not attempt to replace him type of thing, and I can understand that. Ugh. Lambert seems a little less spazzy than Cornette. Cornette's early days, he was all over the place. And he was mostly, had that high-pitched, squealing mama's boy, chicken shit type of persona. Lambert doesn't really emit that. I feel like Hangman Page should come down here and cost Archer the win. Okay, he hit his. Okay, it's definitely over. The Murder Hawk Monster picks up a win. Well, I feel like, I was about to say, there's some people in the ring here. Shivani's there, Lambert's there, so maybe we will get Paige coming out. I feel like we have to, because otherwise, where would we potentially see Paige tonight?
I don't understand this relationship between you and the murderer. You don't need to understand it, Tony.
You don't need to understand it, Tony. You're wearing an earring.
Page just isn't old enough for this. He wasn't raised outside. Didn't drink water out of a hose. Run home from the Rocky movie to tell Dad he wanted to be a pro boxer. Now him and his friends, they played
I drank water out of the water hose. I didn't care.
Perrier out of a bottle. And the Toy Story movie made him want to become an East Coast dairy farmer, giving hand jobs to heifers to make soy Starbucks.
Hand job to heifers. Jesus Christ. Dan Lambert is so fucking awful.
Of this cowboy bullshit.
Oh, bullshit again. We've said shit 5 times tonight.
What I'm gonna do.
Well, come on, Hangman. Come save him. Are we going to play his music, or is he just going to run out there? I feel like they're going to play his music.
Could be a very sadistic plan. He sends Kazarian out to the steps. Kazarian trying to get that chair out of Archer's reach, but Archer dished out so much punishment during that match.
Was he going to give him his finisher on the chair?
Kazarian was able to withstand more punishment than anybody would think of. All of a sudden, here we find ourselves.
It's okay, Frankie. Oh, he's going to choke slam him on the chair. Oh, there's the music. Okay. Paige going right to him, too. I really honestly have no problem with this title program because it's going to equal a victory for Paige. And you want to extend his run. He already beat one of his top challengers that you would imagine he would have. And Danielson, he needs a little break. He needs to continue his run, but, not beat somebody right at the top. So beat Archer. WWE does the same thing. Buckshot. Is he going to hit him with it? No. Choked.
Rolling elbow strike, a second one, a third from Hangman. And Hangman sends the Murder Hawk to the outside.
All right. That'll be the end there. Archer runs off. I mean, they're clearly allowed to say shit on TNT and TBS because you just hear it every week. Like, they have to do it. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you have to, but they do every time.
Dante Martin, not only did you recently
Dante, I like your AEW shirt.
Powerhouse Hobbs, you also saved Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal from an attack by Team Taz. You want to know why that is? It's because for months now, while Darius has been out, Sydal has been like a brother to me. So yeah, I have his as well as Lee's back against a group like Team Taz.
Dante's not a horrible talker.
You washed our backs, and until your brother returns,
I thought Lee Moriarty said, Dante, you washed our backs.
all right, we'll see what Team Taz.
I think he said watched. Like, why are you washing his backs? That's FTR's job.
How many brothers you got, man?
How many brothers you got, man?
Brother complex. You think everybody around here is your friend, is your brother. What I'm gonna let you know is this: nobody is your friend.
It's a crazy story. I knew a kid in school, like 6th grade. He had so many brothers and sisters that one of his brothers had the same name as him. I guess it was a different mother, and the mother wanted that name, but the dad had already had a son with that name from another mom, and the mom, and she was like, I don't give a shit. This is what my son's name is going to be. So this kid I grew up with, he had like 12 siblings, and he had a brother with the same name. I'm like, that's just the damnedest thing I ever heard in my life. But it made me think of that when they were making fun of Dante for having so many brothers. Like, he was telling the story in class, the teacher thought he was lying, and she's like, don't be stupid. He's like, I'm not lying, I'm being serious. And she just thought he was being funny. He's like, I'm not lying.
Audio entertainment and storytelling. Audible.
At Chipotle, this is our best chorizo ever. Charred and grilled with a rich, smoky flavor. It just happens to be made from plants.
Yeah, I don't know when Kenny's going to turn back up. I don't think it's going to be that long until we see him again, though, because I feel like there's got to be something with him and Adam Cole coming up on the horizon. And I'm not sure what Danielson's going to do. They're probably trying to figure that out themselves.
But before we sign, I gotta ask.
We got a commercial. Perfect opportunity for me to refill. 1 second.
Can't believe that garbage is still coming in. That is so false. Frustrated with your online search results? Call Reputation Defender today to join tens of thousands who improve their online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 1-877-866-8555.
Be ready for whatever life throws your way. Dial's Skin Smart formula balances moisturizing conditioners and gentle cleansers, leaving a fresh scent and clean, soft skin. Dial. Count on clean.
Managing your money can be hard. But what if there was a secret financial control center that helped you organize your spending, manage unlimited subscriptions, and lower your bills? Download TrueBill, your all-in-one finance app.
My name is Irving Tisman. One finger at your. Today we're going to do a little furniture.
Sorry about that. I had to go take care of some business. I got a fresh cold one here for the last half an hour of Dynamite, and we're ready to rock. Can't believe they're doing another Jackass. I probably will see it. How do you know what? How do movies even work these days? Do you have to go to the movies, or are movies also available because of COVID that you can buy them? I know that's been the case, but there just haven't been any movies out that I've cared to see. Like, I don't watch Spider-Man and all that other shit that everybody watches, so I haven't had a reason to watch a movie since the pandemic. So how do movies work?
If I'm not ready, it's not like they're gonna move it. I need a school that can work around all this.
Tests on your time, graduate on your time.
Oh, a Mania that I hated, like 11 or 9, I don't know, maybe. I could maybe do a watch-along of that. Maybe not during Mania season, though. Plus, I want to do watch-alongs that people want to watch. Statlander and Velvet, huh? I kind of like Red Velvet a little better than Brandy, to be honest. Layla Hirsch, I love.
If only you had the same focus for our match. But you didn't. Because of you, we lost on Rampage.
Layla Hirsch, I think, is my favorite because she's so gritty sounding. Yo, what the fuck, man?
Thousands of dollars. You've cost Red thousands of dollars. You don't know how to be a team. Listen. We're a team.
Shut up, Red.
He's on her side.
Layla not playing games. Oh. Oh, Layla beat them both up. We got a little turn. Oh, and she's going to... Jesus. Layla. Armbar to Statlander. Sky Blue. I heard something about her this week coming in. She's been there a little bit, though, right? Is she not under contract? We've seen her before, yes. She kind of got that Cora Jade thing happening. I love Serena. Although, I've been singing Serena Deeb's praises forever. I did not know until like literally this past week she's with Marty Scurll. Didn't even know that. But that's her business. It ain't my business. I still love her as a worker. I just think Sky Blue has worked a few matches in AEW before. I didn't realize she had no contract at all. Well, she's working with Serena Deeb, so that's good. It's the right person to work with. If anybody can be a good litmus test for you, it's Serena. This is like going to school. Curious what these quarter-hour ratings are going to do with a match like Archer and Kazarian and now Deeb and Sky Blue, although I love Serena. Okay, so this is her first Dynamite. I thought she'd even worked a Dynamite like way early, like a year or two ago. But oh, good reverse neck breaker, rude awakening on the bottom rope. So I guess our main event's going to be Acclaimed against Sting and Darby. I have a server at my restaurant named Sky. She spells her name the same way, too. S-K-Y-E. Serena Deeb's badass. Deeb Tox? That's what that move's called? It's like kind of a half pedigree, half Styles Clash type of thing. Oh, no. Poor Sky. Tap out, girl. Oh, nope. She bang her knee on the ground. Oh, that's going to be a tap out for sure. There she goes. Serenity now. Victor, I did WrestleMania 19. It's on my channel right now. We did it last year. We did 17 and 19, I think, last year. Oh, Lambert, you're back. Because if there's one thing we need, it's multiple Dan Lambert segments.
You know who didn't scatter? All ego Ethan Page. Jon Moxley. Please do not let the fancies fool you.
The fancies. Your clothes are horrible, Ethan Page.
Because Ethan Page is up for the task.
Guys like you are a dime a dozen around here in SoCal. You would not stand out. Nobody would think you're special. You'd look like every other fucking douche walking around the city. So don't be fronting.
Wins over Jericho in the inner circle. I have pinned Darby Allin. Do not take Ethan Page lightly. So Tony, if you're looking for this marquee match Friday for Rampage, look no further than All Ego Ethan Page, your franchise player.
Oh, you're a franchise player. I could see Ethan Page channeling some of that Shane Douglas. They do resemble each other a little bit, to be honest. Never even thought about that before. Oh, look at this New Japan footage they're showing. That's cool. That's awesome. Apparently, Rocky Romero has been instrumental in securing New Japan footage before. So, that's awesome. Hook and I love that the Hook wrestles every week on Rampage. Serpentico, you are in trouble. I don't know what my first tape was. I got to think about that, Mike. First one that I owned. I was renting a bunch before I actually had one, physically had one. I'm trying to think the oldest one I have, because a lot of these were purchased off eBay. I don't know. I think it might be WrestleMania 4. It's probably WrestleMania 4. Beach break. Ladder match. And we've got lights out. So we got a ladder match and a lights out match next week at the Cleveland Beach. Oh, and a trios, Santana, Ortiz, Jericho against Garcia and 2.0. That should be pretty awesome. I don't know, Rodrigo. As far as I know, TNT will keep Rampage. I just think they're moving to TBS because it's easier, no preemption for sports, things like that. It's all the same umbrella. So TNT will probably keep it. It's probably better for them to be on two networks, I guess. Although the ratings have been holding up pretty good here on the move to TBS, they have not taken the dip like we expected them to for like the first month. If anything, they stayed the same or got a little stronger. So, yeah, Cleveland Beach, the beautiful, gorgeous, pristine Cleveland Beach in fucking January. Cleveland's right on Lake Erie, right? So wouldn't you have all that lake effect, wind and snow, you know, kind of like you get in Chicago and some of these other places in the Midwest? God damn. Why the hell would you hold a beach show in January in that city when your home base of Florida is like right there? Oh, Sammy's doing the cue cards at some beach. Yeah, see, that's a beach. Where he's at, that's not Cleveland. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. AEW's been doing better than the hockey ratings? That's funny. Yeah, and TNT has always ran the NBA games and stuff. So Nitro used to have to deal with the preemptions all the time, you know, and they never thought to move Nitro to TBS. Actually, I think they did have a couple Nitro TBSs, special events or something, but, you know, Thunder was over there, so it's the same thing. Now it's just reversed in AEW. Their A show is TBS, their B show is TNT, where in WCW it was reversed. But AEW, honestly, is doing it the smarter way. You want to get away from sports, you know, because that's always going to take precedence over what you've got going on. WWE back in the day used to get preempted for the damn dog show and U.S. Open tennis. I suppose TBS does do baseball, though, so maybe there's going to be some baseball issues when that time comes in October. But hopefully not.
A new opportunity, an inspired community. With Canva, you can. Start designing for free at canva.com.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the dog show is the reason that Sean lost his smile on a Thursday. I'm pretty sure it was the dog show that caused that Raw to take place on the off night, because it usually was in February. And then U.S. Open would be August, right after SummerSlam.
We're back on Dynamite. Matt Hardy, I think you have yourself a business deal here.
Look at this.
An amazing agreement.
So who does Andrade think so these guys work for him or something?
51% of the HFO. I will retain 49%, but don't worry, guys. I'm going to make sure it's on the up and up because when it comes to the board of directors, I am going to retain the majority of seats. I'm going to own 3 seats. In the original HFO members, myself, Isaiah Cassidy, and Mark Quinn, that are going to get 3 seats. The other 2, Andrade and Jose. And on top of that, I have decided to be the CEO. I am going to run day-to-day operations, and Andrade is going to be our president, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Hardy family office is expanding. Andrade is the president. Hardy is the CEO. And he's, did he say 49% owner?
We're going to continue recruiting all the greatest talent in AEW. Who is that guy you've been trying to recruit? This little kid, the kid that worked for Sting.
This little kid who worked for Sting. I'm trying to recruit this little Sting. How much you want?
Tonight's matchup.
Name your price.
He better smarten up and come to you enjoying the AHFO. All right, I think we have a deal.
I love this Andrade. The little kid who worked for Sting. Last week when Shivani was like, Andrade, he doesn't work for him, they're friends. And Andrade's like, oh yeah, how you know? Oh my God. Just give Andrade a chance, man. He's been cracking me up the last like 2 or 3 weeks. His lack of understanding about like just basic human relationships is the funniest part about it. Why this kid work for you? Is this the Acclaimed doing a parody here? Is that what we're watching? Okay. A little troll by the Acclaimed. Gory self-mutilation. Love it. Took them all night to reference that. Oh. That's cold. Here comes Darby. Here comes Sting. Got a 12-minute match ahead of us, probably. Yeah, because Mike, all of my first memories of wrestling tapes was just shit I taped off TV. So my very first wrestling tape I ever owned was probably WWE from Allentown in 1982. You know, but I in terms of like a actual released tape, then it would probably be like 1988 or so when I got my first one.
Last wrestled here on TBS. And I can also remember in December, in this town, 1997, a match I still can't explain.
Can't believe he talked about Starrcade 1997 and how bad Sting looked. That was a whole weird match. Brett was there as the referee. There's been a big conspiracy with Hogan and Nick Patrick maybe doing something fishy in that to make Sting look like an idiot. Oh, that is such a bump. Darby's taken that chair on the neck bump before. Yeah, they're calling for the docs on Darby. Andrade calls him Stink. Who's this kid working with Stink?
But you know, Sting has never backed down from any challenge, even if the odds are against him. Yeah, the fact that they claim. Okay, here it is again.
Those dog shows were horrible. It must have been in the contract and stuff because even when WWE started doing better in the ratings, they still had to take a back seat to the dog shows and to the U.S. Open, even when ratings were crazy. They were probably crushing the U.S. Open in ratings, but they always got preempted. So it's going to be handicapped here, Acclaimed against Sting. They're going to cart off Darby. I hope Sting docks Darby's pay since, Darby works for him and all. Darby, he'll be back. I like how Sting is wrestling as the Black Scorpion. It's kind of funny. Or Spider Lady. I haven't hit a refresh on my stream in a long time. Let me make sure I'm up to date. Yeah, we are. Sting is having a pretty easy time here with both these members of the Acclaimed. God, watching Sting be able to move around like that, my knees are in such bad shape right now. Even like moving from a bending position, they do some pretty gnarly things, and watching Sting just with ease glide around, it's pretty impressive. You wait, kids. Shit's going to start hurting when you get into your 40s. I'm kind of hoping Andrade comes out to help Stink, but who knows? I feel like Darby will come back. But if they wanted to have somebody like return or have a debut of any kind, and now would be the time to do it. Batwoman? There's a Batwoman? Is that like Supergirl, but for Batman? Like a Batman girl? I thought that was Catwoman.
For some, this is where the Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous, non-small
No. Blade Runner's reunion wasn't good in 1998 on Nitro. It sure as shit ain't going to be good in 24 years later in 2022 on Dynamite. It's too bad that AEW doesn't have the rights to the intellectual property and library of WCW. I mean, that would be so awesome. If Tony Khan owned all that, he could probably name the promotion WCW. I love listening to all these gnarly side effects to this drug while trying to watch picture-in-picture wrestling. Yeah, Jeff Hardy could come out here. Good point. Even though I don't know any of the details on Jeff Hardy's release, I wouldn't think that WWE would just let him go free and clear to where he could work right away. I would think the earliest that we'd ever see Jeff Hardy anywhere is 90 days after when he was fired. But I don't know. Maybe AARP could help out Sting? Yeah, shut up, man. I'm only like 15 years behind Sting. Man, you'll be there too one day. I'll drooling all over yourself and shit in your pants. You wait, Sonny. You'll never be able to see me at WrestleMania 3. Impossible. I did not have the greatest seats. It was more of just going. I didn't even take a camera with me. Just went last minute. It was crazy. Yeah, this handicap match is still going on. Ooh, Malachi and Brody against Sting and Darby. That would be a scary match to see. Oh, we got the Deathlock on Caster. Here comes Bowens to make the save. Look at that Sting no-selling it. Holy shit. Ooh, he sold that. I just think Caster reminds me of Russell Wilson and Bowens reminds me of David Otunga. That's who I see when I look at the Acclaimed. I don't know why. Ooh, boom box to the face. It's possible that Sting has gotten hit with a boombox before because when he was a wrestler and in his prime, boomboxes were still a thing. When I was a kid in the 80s, the cool thing to do, like for the neighborhood teenagers, like I wasn't a teenager yet, but all the other teenagers, they would have a big boombox and they would let you know how you see some people carrying it on their shoulders, like Brock, like they would basically carry it in their arm and walk around like the neighborhood and just blast what a fucking poison or something. I don't know. And that's what the teenagers did. It was so weird. Weird time to be alive. Here comes Darby. Holy shit. I just saw Caster went flying off the steps 30 feet. Did Darby dive over the crowd? Did they have that thing in the corner and he just dove right over the corner? That's pretty awesome if he did. How do you like to go to a wrestling show and just have to watch out for flying wrestlers like going over your head? I just hold my breath every time Darby does something crazy. How we've not managed to see a Rey Fenix type injury to Darby yet is beyond me. Did WWE black out TV from WrestleMania? They might have, but WrestleMania 3, I don't believe, was on pay-per-view. It might have been. I'm trying to remember. This is the first pay-per-view I ever ordered was WrestleMania 4. I'm pretty sure WrestleMania 3 was available on pay-per-view because I remember seeing countdown shows for it, like Mean Gene and stuff, but it might not have been available everywhere. I don't recall what the story was in 87. 5th grade, good mic work. Ooh, mic drop. Caster gets taken out. So does Bowens. Ooh, big bump by Bowens. Jesus, man. Where is Sting going? Where are you going, to Ralph's? Yeah, I'm pretty sure WrestleMania 3 was on pay-per-view, Jacob. You're right. Because I have in my... Oh, wow. Sting did a stage dive through the table onto Caster. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 3 was on pay-per-view and closed circuit. I know it was on pay-per-view because I have in my video collection the countdown show, like of him, like on the pay-per-view channel. Mean Gene wearing the WrestleMania 3 hat. He's got some girl with him. Oof. And there goes Darby. And that's it. Big win for Sting and Darby. Props to Sting for working half that match by himself, doing a fucking table bump off the stage. What Sting has done in AEW has been 30 times better than what he did in WWE. Yeah, it's that early chair bump that took Darby out. Sting battled on his own. Darby returns, torpedo himself. Okay, ooh, God, you see the way he landed? Jesus. And Sting doing table dives. Jesus Christ. Pretty cool. All right. You know, I got to say, I think tonight's episode of Dynamite was better than last week's. Last week's felt a little bit underwhelming, kind of run-of-the-mill show. Maybe some would even say a skippable one. Not every show can be a home run. It was just a flatter show than normal. But this one, I think, was a little bit better. I enjoyed the Moxley stuff. Glad to see him back. I enjoyed the Cody stuff. Main event was fun. They've set the table for a fantastic-looking beach break on paper tomorrow or next week on Wednesday. So, yeah, things could be worse. Not a bad Dynamite for tonight. I enjoyed it. All right, Jim Ross, you sound like you're losing your voice, but that is what it is. Right on. Anyway, well, I'm going to get out of here now. I got stuff to do, stuff to work on, dinner to eat. I appreciate you guys being here as usual. I probably will release a small little mic drop clip tomorrow or tonight on the Walter situation, and then we will be back for a podcast whenever necessary. We're going to be up here this Sunday doing a Royal Rumble 1992 watch along. I will probably be up here Friday or Saturday discussing something, maybe a SmackDown and Rampage recap, possibly a News Nuggets segment, which I'm yet to debut. But I don't know if we'll have enough stuff to fill a whole podcast on Saturday, a whole Winged Eagle. So we will see. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe because things are all over the place here, and I could be up here doing a video at any time, any day, any hour of the week. So make sure you subscribe, like the video on your way out the door. Angie, thank you very much for that $5 dropping on the way out. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you were here. And these Dynamite watch-alongs are fun. So I will talk to you again live in watch-along form this Sunday, but you'll get me a couple of times prior to then. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for being here.